Our top story tonight, people trying to get back and forth between Atlanta, Macon, and Savannah, and trucks trying to get to and from the coastal ports are going to face some travel delays for several days.
That's because a truck crashed into a bridge above I-16 in Treutlen County, shifting the bridge about 6 feet. The accident overnight forced the state to close a 7-mile stretch of I-16 about halfway between Macon and Savannah. A tractor trailer slammed into the bridge on Georgia Highway 86.
Now, nobody was hurt, but state DOT crews have to remove that bridge quickly. Crews spent all day Thursday prepping to demolish the bridge, which they say will shut down a portion of Highway 86 indefinitely.
Kayla Solomon visited the scene and tells us what she saw.
A chunk of Interstate 16 here in Treutlen County was closed all day Thursday as State Department of Transportation crews figured out the best way to try to demolish the single beam bridge that completely shifted early in the day. As the bed of the truck remained at the edge of the bridge, GDOT crews worked to figure out the best way to demolish the bridge without ruining the interstate. GDOT Commissioner Russell McMurray says this bridge is different than many others in the state.
This demolition is difficult and tricky. It sounds like it would be easy to tear down a bridge, but this is a unique bridge design where there is one beam that spans both east and westbound of I-16, and that's why the whole bridge shifted when it was struck by this truck with its bed up. That's why it shifted off of its supports, because it's one beam.
Kyle Collins with the state says because of the complexity, crews have to take the bridge apart piece by piece instead of getting rid of it all at once so the highway underneath doesn't get damaged. He also says the bridge just passed a recent inspection, so this came as a surprise.
We inspect bridges regularly every 2 years. This one was last checked around this time, actually August of 2019. It also recently had a rehab project that sealed the deck and repainted the beams and did some other improvements.
The state says the first priority is to get Interstate 16 back up and running as soon as possible. Reporting in Treutlen County, Kayla Solomon, 13 WMAZ News.
McMurray says at least one lane on both the east and westbound lanes of I-16 should be open by the end of the weekend.
Let's take a closer look at the path you'll have to travel until this section of I-16 opens back up. Westbound drivers, that means those coming from Savannah to Macon, should get off at exit 78 and detour through the town of Adrian before getting back on I-16 at exit 71. That detour is about 24 miles.
If you're heading eastbound towards Savannah, drivers should get off at exit 71. The detour takes you through Soperton, and then you'll get back on I-16 at exit 78. That's about a 10-mile detour. Transportation Commissioner McMurray says the detours will continue for days.